take another question. Consider the following grammar. Here's the grammar. Consider the following. Which of the following is equivalent to non-left recursive grammar of above grammar? So in this question we have to remove the left recursion from this grammar. Okay, let's make let's do it here. Now please note it down. S goes to L A or B, L goes to L A or L A E or B E or null. Here L A and L A E is left recursion of L, and B E is work like beta. So after removing the left recursion, the grammar will look like S goes to S A L A B. Here is no left recursion, so we do not have to do any work. Okay. Now L goes to B E L dash because it works like beta, and here is the left recursion factor which will be executed or maintained by another variable L dash. L dash, put L dash here. Now A L dash or epsilon or E A E L dash or epsilon. Now you can check, you can create each and every string by this grammar, which can be created by the original grammar. So we can say that it is an equivalent grammar. They both are equivalent grammar. Without, it is an equivalent grammar of grammar G. Let name it G dash. G dash equivalent to G without having left recursive, without having left recursion. So make comparison from the options. Compare with option A. There it look like correct. It look like correct, but here there is a fault because L dash is missing. Because if you want to create a null string which can be created by the original grammar, or you can create a individual A string which cannot be created by option A. So we can say that option A is wrong. Let's see option B. In option B, we have the L dash, but we doesn't have the epsilon. So this grammar will never going to terminate because it doesn't have any terminator. It can only generate B as a string, else it can't generate any string. So B is also a wrong option. Then let us see option number C. LA, B. Okay, this is okay, but there is a L dash production is missing. So we can say that option C is also wrong. So option D is correct. None of these. Let's take another question. Which of the following is not a functionality of C compiler? So we have to take the functionality of C compiler. Let's make a diagram of C compiler. Basically the phases of compiler. First one, lexical analyzer. After that, syntax analyzer, semantic analyzer. After that, intermediate code generator, code optimizer. After that, the final stage, code generator. You are aware all of the phases of compiler. Let's take one by one each option. First one, identify the syntax errors. It is a functionality of compiler because the semantic analyzer and syntax analyzer both work together to check the syntax error. It it detects each error by making the token stream token stream derivation tree into a derivation tree and match with its grammar productions whether it this string can be generated by its given grammar or not. If it can be generated, then it is syntactically correct. Note it down, syntactically correct. And after that, that semantic can be checked by semantic analyzer, like you you are using a variable without creating it or without initiating it, or you are initiating two variables with same name, or multi or we can say multiple variable allocation, two two variable with the same name. After that, take the second option, identify tokens. Identify of token is the functionality of syntax analyzer because after identifying the token, it creates a derivation tree and check whether the string is syntax syntactically correct or not. Okay, after that, the semantic analyzer work or intermediate code will be generated, code will be optimized, machine dependent code will be generated. Linking is not a functionality of compiler because linking is done by linker after the compilation. It is compiler. After that, linker is present which perform linking. So correct option is option C. Let's take another questions on parser. Consider the following CFG. Here is the grammar. How many states in SLR1 parsing construction? So we have to construct a SLR parsing state diagram. So take the grammar and make the augmented grammar. S dash goes to dot S goes to a dot AB, S goes to dot small ab, capital A goes to dot A, capital A goes to dot F. This is I0 state. After that, there is a transaction from I0 to I1 for S dash goes to S dot. It is completed. After that, there is a transaction from I0 to I2 for A, S goes to A dot B. There is a transaction from I0 to I3 for A, S goes to A dot AB, and A goes to A dot. And there is a transaction from I0 to I4 for F, A goes to F dot. It is a reductive state, so it completes. There is a transaction from I2 to I5 for B, so S goes to A B dot. is also complete. There is a transaction from B to for B from I3 to I6. Hash goes to A B dot. So you can see there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is the right answer. Now